Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a good one today. I'm Nick, and today I'm going to be ranking all the kills in A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors, from worst to best. Now, this is a fan favorite in the franchise, one of my favorites. I still prefer the original myself, but this is probably second best out of the whole series. We get a lot of cool kills. Well, actually not a lot, only 6, but most of them are very good. So I don't want to waste any more time, guys. Let's dive right into these bad boys. So coming in the last place at number 6, we got Donald Thompson, Nancy's dad. He gets impaled through the back by a metal shard in the junkyard during the skeleton fight. One reason why this is in last place, well, for one, it's a pretty cheap kill. You don't get to see a whole lot. Literally just goes in his back, and that's pretty much the end of him. But also, I do not care for the skeleton scene in this movie. It's literally the only part of the movie that I'm not a fan of. I love the whole rest of the movie. And this is basically what's keeping it from a masterpiece to me, is the whole stop motion skeleton fight. Just simply because I don't like Freddy being outside the dream world like that. It just didn't seem right to me. And yeah, this kill easily comes in last place. At number 5, we got the whole wizard kill. Will, who is a wizard when he goes into the dream world, and he's all in the fantasy and shit. We get that cool scene with the wheelchair, giant wheelchair coming at him, but he destroys it, and he thinks he's all so powerful. Tries to take on Freddy with his fantasy powers, but Freddy don't believe in fairy tales. So Freddy picks him up and just does a simple glove stab to the chest. Not a real interesting kill either. These are the two weaker kills in the movie. 5 and 6, but this one you do have a little bit of fun with it, with the wheelchair and everything, but the kill itself is still kind of cheap. Nothing special to the finger glove. I do like the line that Freddy gives though about the not believing in fairy tales. I guess that's what puts this one above the last kill. At number 4, we got Nancy, Heather Langenkamp, coming back to reprise her role from the first movie, and she has a great death in this. She does what she has to do. She gives these kids some insight on how to work together to stop Freddy. And by the end, they give her enough screen time in that. And by the end, she dies by getting tricked by Freddy. Freddy pretending to be her father and seeing her before he passes on to heaven or whatever. And she goes to give him a hug or whatever. And Freddy ends up stabbing her with the glove, the finger glove. And you do get to see more blood in that than you do in the wizard kill. That's why this one's ahead. And plus, I feel like they did it the right way. If you're going to kill off Nancy, this was a pretty good way to do it. Not right away like they do in movies like Halloween Resurrection that kills off Laurie Strode in the first act without her having any sacrifice whatsoever. That's not the way to do it. This one, I feel like Nancy sacrificed herself, not willingly, but she did enough in the movie beforehand that her death does do a great service. Nancy doesn't even die right away. She gets to give one more blow to Freddy with his own glove. Doesn't kill him, but the holy water does, which happens to be around the same time. And Nancy dies later of her wounds. Reaching our top 3. Now this top 3 is friggin' amazing. At number 3, I got Taryn. She ends up getting basically drug injections. I think it's heroin, supposed to be anyway, injected into her arms. Now, this girl was a heroin addict, or a recovering heroin addict. That's what she was struggling with throughout this movie. So it was pretty fitting that Freddy uses that against her, right? And the way he hauls out his finger gloves and their needles, and he goes, "Want to get high?" Oh man, it's so cool. And when he does inject it into her, her little holes on her arms are almost like eyeballs or something, just like moving and twitching. It's very cool practical effects. And once he goes in and he goes, oh, just the face he's making is like he's getting high off of it. It's just very cool. And it's almost a bit sexual too when he's injecting her. There's a little bit of that in there too, which plays along with the Freddy character. So really well done kill. In second place, we got Jennifer, who just wants to be a movie star. And she ends up falling asleep watching TV while Freddy randomly has these arms pop out and his head pop out at the top, grab her and says, "Welcome to prime time, bitch," and then smashes her head right through the TV. Now, this can seem a bit corny to some, but to me, it's just a whole lot of fun. It's really cool. Robert Englund said those lines himself. That was improvised. That wasn't in the script. And it became one of the biggest lines ever nowadays for the franchise, which is really cool. And just seeing her body sticking out of there after she's dead also looks really cool. Just great practical effects once again. But easily coming in the first place, we got Phillips' death. I think this is the first death in the movie where Freddy basically makes him walk around like a marionette, like a puppet, ripping out his veins or tendons. I don't know what they are, but it looks really gnarly, and making him walk around like that, eventually cutting them and making him fall off the building to his death. What a creative kill. Like, that's one thing I got to give this movie, that all the kills are so creative, aside from maybe the bottom two. But yeah, it's not what you normally see in a slasher, that's for sure. And the practical effects look so gross and gnarly. You look very bloody, and it's just all around creepy, and it just looks really well done. And even before we get the actual kill, we even get a little bit of Freddy in stop motion jump down as a puppet himself before he grows big and turns Philip into a marionette. It's just really cool, and definitely something you don't see every day in these films, so it easily for me comes in the first place. So there you have it, guys. There's my 6 kill ranking of A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to know what's your favorite kills in this film. Let me know. Rank all 6 if you'd like in the comment section. I'll be sure to get back to you. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching.